Okay, guys. So Ethereum, as I told you last week, Ethereum is going to continue higher because it has broken the top band of the triangle. This is the daily chart of the Ethereum, and yes, it went through and it retraced a little bit. Probably is going to retest the moving average or the higher band of the triangle. So this might be the case for the next week, but on the long term, it's bullish. This is bullish. This is the weekly chart for the Ethereum. It has formed. I'm recording this video on Saturday, so I believe we still have Sunday. Probably this candle may change a little bit, but anyway, there was some kind of inside bar here within a rising trend, and it has crossed over the two moving averages. It has crossed over the higher band of the symmetric triangle, and the short term probably is going to retest a little bit. Okay, but if you are a long term trader as me, you should be bullish on this currency. Okay, so euro dollar, the usual interest. This is the daily chart here, as you can see, and as I told you, this is the correction of the five waves moving averages. It's not as sorry, the five waves of Elliott, of a rising trend Elliott. It's not shown here, but here, as I told you, it's forming expanding triangle. Okay, so I'm expecting it to be choppy for the next week, right? With much more possibility to the bearishness. Why I'm assuming it's going to be bearish, not and not going to break the higher band and go upwards. Let's have a look at the dollar index. This is the daily chart for the dollar index. It has broken the falling trend line here and formed higher lows and higher highs. So I believe this is a good sign for the reversal for the dollar index. This is the weekly chart for the dollar index, and you see that it has reached the bottom of the. This trend is since 2011. Okay, this point is in 2011, and every time it dances over the rising trend here, and I believe it's going maybe may go lower a little bit to touch the line here and goes upwards after that. And it's possible also that it breaks the line, the trend line, but in this case, it's going to go parabolic to the bearishness. Remember, two videos ago, I told you that I showed you a historical chart, and I told you the dollar index is always choppy at the 100 level. So usually or historically, whenever it's around the 100, it got consolidated around this number anytime it touches the 100, and we see this since 2015, and it's hanging very firmly around the 100 area. It may go up, it may go down. Now it has been a very long time since 2015. Okay, you can see here it's very choppy, very choppy. Then finally went down and up smoothly. Then became very choppy here in around the 104. Now it dropped below the 100. Possibly it may break the trend line, or it may goes upwards. I say that it may go upwards. Okay, let's have a look at the euro index, which is going to be decisive at this area. Same for the euro index. This is a weekly chart. It has formed the same shape as the dollar, falling trend line here, and the price is about to touch the trend line. It hasn't touched it yet, but it's around it. Let's go to the daily of the euro. Okay, now we can see that it's pretty much same as the euro dollar chart. It's not the euro dollar chart. If you look here at the top left corner, it's the euro index. This is the euro index. Okay, so same at the euro dollar, pretty the same. It's forming expanding triangle after five elliott waves rising. And remember, this is the historical line here that the price usually touches, dances around it. So it's going to be a fight here. A historical trend line, the purple one upwards, the five waves of Elliott, the correction of it trying to break any of the bands. I believe the next week might is going to be choppy until it touches here. But if it broke anywhere, it's going to be parabolic. I assume that it's going to be bearish. Okay, I know what's going on now with the Fed rates and all of these quakes. Okay, but if it went upwards more than that, it's not going to be reasonable for me for the euro dollar precisely because this price is very high and there are a lot of technical indicators insinuates that any higher than that is going to be unrealistic and I'm going to be out of the euro dollar completely for many years coming if it went higher than that. I don't care if the Fed lowered the rates or not. Still, the euro is around 2.5 and the US is about 4.5, which is there is a huge gap, and any higher uh, price for the euro versus the dollar is going to be irrational to me. What else? Okay, here's the S&P. S&P has formed also a widening triangle here and five Elliott waves. The fifth, we are not so sure whether the fifth has been completed or not, but it's about to be completed. Then after that, we are going to expect a retracement. So be careful if you are bullish on this on the S&P 500. So be aware of that. Be aware that we are on the fifth um, cycle. Okay. By the way, number four is not touching number one. Just to know. Okay. And that's it for today. You see how fruitful and how important our analysis is. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with the markets. And thank you very much for watching till